So let's go ahead and load it up. I'm going to place the bobbin into those brackets there. And as I told you, this machine's a little bit different because it does have your hand crank mounted to the side. You'll see you've had some paint loss, but I don't feel like there's rust, so I'm not too worried about that. We're going to turn your hand crank till you see this part right here. And you'll notice, I'll try to get the light on it a little better, there is a post that's sticking into a hole on your hand wheel. And the way we're going to do to wind your bobbin and have your needle not go up and down is we're going to pull back. You see it's like a nubby silver part here. Pull back on that. You'll see now I can rotate that independent of the hand wheel and actually just set it turned like this. You'll see it's just kind of going to go floppy now. It's not engaged with the wheel at all. I can reach inside to this silver disc, hold the outside stationary, turn back a quarter of a turn, just like we did on your free. When we did that, your needle over here now is not going to move. You'll see it's not moving at all. So that's one of the things I wanted to do. I wanted to disengage the hand wheel from running that. I'll now turn your hand crank back into place though. I don't know if you can see that hole, but I'm going to pull the silver part out again and let it get back in to that hole. See if I can get more light on it. It's kind of hard to do this. I'm trying to hold the light and do this, and hubby's got the camera, so let's see, can I get my mouth held right? Okay, it's in there. It's in there. So now when I turn it, we're going to turn it away from us. You'll see the hand wheel's moving, but it is not running your needle. Okay, so we don't have to worry about things over here. Your bobbin assembly on this one is actually mounted free of the base of the machine. It's not on the body. It's out here on its base. It does have a tire on it. And to allow this to wind, we're going to bump this. Instead of pulling forward, we're going to push it against your hand wheel. So we've got that part. Now, what I find with this one is we're going to do just like we did with the other one. I'm going to pull this end out, and I'm going to pinch it between the end of the bobbin and the cup of the bobbin winder mechanism there. So you'll see it pinched. I also am just going to pull it over here in the thread guide, and I'm sure you hear our dog Sadie working her squeaky toy over. So as when we first met, you know I'm a pet lover, so that's Sadie. I'm going to pretend I'm the follower, and you know with the other one we started to the right and worked to the left. So we're going to pretend we're the follower. So I don't know if you can see my hand there, but I'm going to start hand cranking, and I'm going to let it travel to the left, and then I'm going to lean back to the right. And so we're going to just go slowly like this. We want a nice even wind. Of course, I'm probably traveling much faster than you know, if it had the follower or the distributor on it. But at the end of the day, key thing you can see, we can do this without that piece being on there. So I'm going to wind a little bit more. Again, try to keep it as evenly distributed as you can. And don't exceed the wind of the bobbin so that it would in any way be taller than those end caps. It's really kind of fun to do this. Like I say, I think you're going to find that you might like this hand crank a little bit better than what you would have thought you would have. Okay, so that's enough to demonstrate what I wanted to. And this is your original bobbin here. Okay, so just like with your other shuttle case, we're going to take that off. If you've got anything weird going on up here from where that looped in at, you'll see I was able to tease that out and give that a haircut. It's coming off in front of the bobbin. I'm going to drop it down into the shuttle case. Hold your finger at the end, come down the slit to the screw. Make sure you have enough length you can work with, then go back up to the top And that one, it took a little more of a tug, but I felt it pop and it went under here. And you can see the thread is now running right there. As with the other machine, we're going to pull your slide plate back. Again, we got to re-engage this so that you'll see whenever I disengage that to wind the bobbin, it also has quit moving the bobbin carrier. So now what I can do again, pull back on the silver part, rotate it around out of the way for a minute, tighten down on that inside ring there. We're turning it to the back of the machine, and pull your stopper back in so it re-engages with your hand wheel. So now whenever I do this, you'll see that the carrier is traveling as I move your hand crank mechanism. The shiny side of the point will go to the left and drop into place. Make sure that that thread is at that back of that shuttle edge there. And we can slide it shut, leaving a little room. We're going to do like we did with the other when we bring up the bobbin thread.